Oh, I hope nobody's asleep because I'm about to wake everybody up. Gosh damn it. I think this is wrap, but I got too close. All right, boys, so I'm just gonna start this thing and take off. So, tonight, we got another event. Same guys that put on the last one, putting on this event today, tonight, here in like 30, 40 minutes. Probably gonna end up throwing the Mustang around again. Brought the GoPro this time. I should have my suction cup mount in here and everything, so should get better footage this week. I was unprepared last week. This week, hey, this weekend, kind of had a better idea what we're getting into, so we'll see how tonight goes. I think it's gonna rain, which will make it even better. I'm gonna stop for a quick energy drink. I've been drained this week, guys. I mean it, this week has sucked. This week, aside from my job, content, trading, I've been like mentally overloaded. So I need this tonight. Might be pushing it a little bit because of how late it is, but I think I'll be fine. I'm gonna take the day. We're gonna go enjoy the car. I think this time's actually gonna be bigger. I think we'll have more people this time. I think potentially a different location as well. Sounded like it's a different location, but we'll see how it turns out. Oh. So much for taking off. Might be overdoing it with this flavor, but honestly, this has been slapping for the past like week or so. It's a new flavor. It's been pretty damn good. I'm gonna try to get there a little bit early. Last time I didn't get to film all the cars when I got there, so today, hopefully I get there early enough to film the cars at the meet spot. Yeah, so turnout's definitely a lot bigger than last week.
I don't know, it fucking hurt, but I did it. Desi, no offense, Desi, I don't think Desi would have been able to do it.
Definitely bigger turnout than last week for sure. All right, boys, and we're off. I think I came to the conclusion, I think if I need to go through tires tonight, I'm gonna send it. I'm just gonna send it. I don't know if you guys can see. See if I can zoom in. All the freaking cars down there. That is crazy. That's honestly awesome to see here in Idaho. I think they got the lights working this time. Last time, I don't think they had lights. Looks like we got lights now. So hopefully, footage is a little bit better this time around. There's only one reason U-Haul truck is here. You guys all know the beam. You guys have all seen the clip. That thing's probably getting sideways tonight. Just set up the GoPro, I brought that today. That's gonna go on once I go out. Not sure how long that battery will last. It's an older GoPro.
Well, you know, the whole front end and round skirt.
Starting of the line. Probably walk around for a bit. I'll get in line later. I don't know about right now. Probably go pull the fuse so the traction control fully defunctions. It looks like there's a lot of people in line though. Imagine. Go straight into the crowd.
Right, dude. Like,
Dude, I'd be like, no, 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 no.
like walking home.
All right, boys, we're in line. Let's see how this goes. Got the GoPro mounted. We're looking good. Damn.
Ready to spin some tires? Maybe. Should you vlog? Yeah. Hey, if you want, I'll shoot an interview with you in a little bit. I got you. I got a question for you. I'm trying to get all the other Mustangs together. We're trying to do a fun little gig where all of us go out there instead of swinging, we all just ride and swing together. Alright. Just for shits and giggles. You down for that? Yeah. Alright, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Alright, let me work on the others and I'll get back to you. Okay, word.
Are you sliding it?
Yeah.
I think I can hop in for it. I'll give you a drink. I can?
Yeah. Can I record it?
Good?
Yeah, you got it.
Bro, my exhaust fell off. That sucks. I don't think anything should fall off completely, so I'm just gonna leave it. All right, apparently U-Haul's over there drifting again, so might miss that. That was fun. I don't know if I'm gonna go again because the exhaust fell off and I don't want to mess it up more than what it already is. Alright guys, so this is the face behind the after hour meets. He's the one hosting, throwing these events. What was your name, bro?
How's it going? Garrison. So I'm running After Hours Society out here. So great night tonight. This is like our third event we did in the past month or two. So the way we run these events out here, I've been out here for the past 4 years, and I've seen a lot of Mexico runs and takeovers and stuff like that, which is crazy for Idaho, but there's never really been, except for the big events like Track Shark and whatnot, that have been weekly posting for legalized drift events or race events, and that's what we're here to bring to the table. I feel like the past 3 events have been successful, especially tonight. I think tonight's been our biggest turnout yet. We have like over 100 cars, about over 200 people, which is really great. It's only going to get better from here. We'll have other locations posted for like the next 2 weeks or so. Courtesy of OBS Squint. Go definitely check them out on Instagram.
Cool how we have like this environment that like old school, like if you remember the first Fast and the Furious, how they'd like go out into like the industrial side of town where it's just like get away from everyone and like go do like all this crazy shit. That's more or less what this feels like. And so like watching the Fast and Furious movies, like this feels like we're living it. And so I appreciate like you going out of your way and throwing these like meets, because I think everybody could come together and be like, yeah, that's more or less what it feels like. Never did we think that we'd have some type of event like that.
Exactly, yeah, and that's kind of funny enough, the theme we want to kind of go show off too. I've always been a fan of the underground scene. I'm from California, so that kind of tells me enough, right? Now, I'm one of the refugees from California who just got away from all the BS and whatnot. So really just, I want to bring what I've experienced from back home but in a better way. So like there's always a better way to do what we want to get done out here. There's always a right way. And with my team out here, I have my security team and forces and whatnot at AHS that helps me take care of the event, security and whatnot. I appreciate all of them as well. There's one of them right there. Hey Chris. Just it wouldn't be possible without my team take care of these events, make sure everything's safe and okay, as well as being able to launch big events such as this. I didn't even think this would be done in close to like 3 weeks, but we got it done. I'm actually proud to say, like I did earlier tonight, but because of you guys, because of the community of Boise, Pad Time is now born in Idaho. It is here to stay.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like we were talking about earlier, how it's like, it's a clean environment. Like this is safe, this is legal. You're doing your best to make all the precautions possible to like keep everybody safe. And it's the no drugs, the no alcohol, and then the no stupidity when you show up to your meets. And it's like, it's just a really good, safe environment for us to come out and hang out.
And this will eventually lead to our bigger events too. We have one that we have planned for June or July. If you guys already know, you guys might mostly know if you're in Treasure Valley who Track Shark is. They have the biggest version of these events that go on. My team at After Our Society are slowly doing one of these events at a time. So we're doing Pad Time past 2 weeks. We're got to launch Face Off the next week or two, which is going to be like a cool little 4-mile drag on private property, which will all be sanctioned and everything. And we'll also have our 2-step competitions, our limbos. We'll also have giveaways and club competitions as well as solo like car shows. And that will all eventually come in, join up together for one big event that I will have sometime in the summer. Definitely will be one of the biggest events that Idaho has seen, and we'll have a lot of collaborators with a lot of people that you guys know in the area.
So what is your overall goal with AHS? Like what do you want it to become? What is your overall vision? Like how big do you want it to be, or like what is your like main motive behind it?
I'm glad you guys asked this because and I've had a lot of people ask you this, and I'm not gonna lie, I haven't exactly come to terms with it up until recently in the past 2 weeks, ever since Pad Time was born. I honestly thought from the beginning, and we just started as a cruise group last year. If you guys know who like 208 Meets and Cruises were, that was me and a buddy. We then went on to co-found After Our Society, just to get an actual club going to share that kind of exclusivity to people who want to be part of that pact, you know. Our goal at the end of the day, to this day, is to make sure that we're all about action
In fact, from this point forward, from now on, we're only going to collaborate with those who want to do those standalone parking lot meets, but we're never going to really solo it ourselves ever again, because now that we have bigger responsibilities and plans going forward, we're going to continue to get more of the action done, because clearly someone needed to do it. You know, and I see it every year. I've been here for the past 4 years. Moved here in 21, and every year it's Mexico this, Mexico that. It's people doing this stuff illegally where they gotta go hide and do it. You know, kind of like Fast and Furious. You know, hope to God they don't get caught by cops and whatnot. But it's really just a blessing to be able to have the opportunity to make it legal for the first time, which would now bring out the audience of you guys, and it has. Which is crazy because I didn't even expect the turnout we had last weekend, let alone this one. You guys, like, it's insane.
So like last week's event and then tonight's event, I've had a rider every time I went out, and then both of them, they're just like, this is so sick. We're so glad we showed up to this event, because it's like, again, it's like never did anybody expect to be able to like live this.
And yeah, like I said, I appreciate everyone who's come out here to make these events possible. And like I said, in the end, you know, everyone will say what they say, you know, behind the camera and whatnot, how they make their meets great. But truly, your meet is going to be as good as the amount of people who show up. And I know you guys have been asking for cruises for a little bit too. I promise I have not been I've not been ditching it. It's just pad time has taken so much out of me and my team. Now that we finally got this out of the bag and now it's actually happening out here to stay, we can come back to stuff like that as well. So we have currently 3 events that we're like known for, or getting to be known for soon.
What is Face Off? Like, what should we expect at Face Off?
Face Off is going to be, again, like another Fast and Furious style event. So once we're ready to roll out and start getting cars ready, everyone will just go face off one by one. It will be like freaking Fast and Furious style, just down the street, of course on the same private property. This is why we look for these big areas we can get it done, to make these contracts with these local businesses that are willing to do business with us, to get better outreach for the community so that they in turn can get business as well. That's why this all works so well. It's not just, oh, we're just using the spot, you know, without telling anybody. Oh, we're just trying to, you know, do this because it's a sponsorship and whatnot. No, it's really a mutual beneficiary relationship between us and the business or the partner, which is with mostly helping us this whole time was OBS Squid. And we're only just scraping the surface with that event. So again, I don't even know the whole 9 yards on that. I just know the basis of it. Will it be a challenge hosting this for the first time? Absolutely. Especially since now I'm working a system to get in contact with Boise PD and Nampa PD again, to help not really secure these events, but mainly to make sure that we're all on the same page and that no surprises happen where a meet gets shut down. That's why these last 3 pad meets have succeeded so well, is because of the fact that we were in good communication with the police when they arrived, so that way everything was explained, everything was shown, and you know, it's just like, have a good night, you know?
Yeah, and so again, to emphasize that you're doing everything as legally as possible, everything is legit, nothing's sketch, nothing's like, again, that like trying to hide and do everything and hope we don't get caught kind of deal. Like we're out here and we're allowed to be out here. You've got permission for us to come out here, and then that's how you're setting up your events.
Exactly. Yeah. I also want to point out that you will see us at Track Shark. If you guys have any questions, come see us. We will be on the booth for the first time in Track Shark. We will have a team of 20 cars that you'll see us that you've seen tonight in other events. And we will, for the first time, have example merch on the table if you guys want to go get some of that. Really just starting out. Not really expecting to sell a ton just yet. I'm having my people still get their merch with their membership tags and whatnot too. So definitely a process. But you'll see us out there on May 3rd for sure. We'll have a canopy and everything. Just feel free to come stop, play, and say hi. Ask as many questions you need. That's what we're here for.
Sweet. Well, it seems like the brand's growing pretty quick. Like after these events, it seems like you're getting out there quite a bit. So like I said, it's really cool. I think on behalf of the rest of the community for having these events, going out of your way, like I said, to really make this happen. And so we all appreciate it.
Not a problem, man.
All right, boys, just made it back home. I'm a freaking mess from throwing myself on the ground. I think tomorrow we will make it to the cruise. I gotta fix the exhaust. I gotta find time to do that. I got things to do in the morning. I gotta find time to fix the exhaust. I'm not going anywhere. I think I gotta redo the whole exhaust. The last person that put it on, I'm realizing did leave it weird. The mufflers are hanging weird, and then now the center pipe's falling off, and so I think whoever installed the exhaust didn't do a good job. I think I'm gonna have to pull it off completely and then put it on myself. Also, if I plan on lowering the car, the manifold, I can tell the second piece is like tilted down. So I'm gonna have to do the whole exhaust. I'm gonna have to adjust everything. I will pick up the camera in the morning. We're gonna go to that cruise tomorrow. I gotta eventually fix the exhaust. So I'll do that. After I'm done with that, I'll head to the cruise. There's probably gonna be a meet spot. There's probably gonna be, I don't know. We'll see what we got going on. Well, that kind of sucks. I ended up getting home last night. A handful of guys helped me with the exhaust, which is awesome. Thanks to everybody that helped me with that. But it was a temporary fix, so now I have to go make sure that it's gonna stay on. The exhaust has always had issues. It's always had like leaks and stuff, and so the fact that it fell off is not really surprising, but it does suck that now I have to go work on this. I do have the storage unit. I shouldn't be working on stuff there, but I think I'm gonna send it regardless. I prefer to do it there than here and get in trouble here. I need a jack, I need jack stands, I got tools. So I'm gonna run a Harbor Freight real quick, pick up a jack stands. The traction control is still disconnected, but I'm gonna try to keep myself tame because I don't want this exhaust falling off on the road. Okay, so I picked up 2 jack stands, a jack, because I think what happened is the rubbers fell off. I'll show you in a bit. I think these guys right here, the hangers, the rubbers came off and then it pulled the exhaust back. I'm thinking that's what it is, but as you can see, the exhaust is hanging sideways on both sides, and I thought I'd fixed it once, but I guess it did it again. So like I said, I'm probably gonna pull the majority of the exhaust off and rehang it properly this time. I think also it needs to slide forward. I don't know. It might be a while, but I got time. All right, boys, I got her back together. Well, never really took it completely apart, but the tips are sitting a lot better. That one, I could not get to sit properly like that one. So I'm just gonna leave it. I've seen a lot of aftermarket exhausts on these cars sit kind of crooked like that, so I think that's fine. I adjusted it once, but I think with all the heat cycles, it moved down again, and so hopefully this time it stays. Basically, where the X pipe is here in the middle, off the header, it was pushed too far into the header, so it made this part short. Even though it has adjustment in there on both sides, it was still a little bit too short, so I think through heat cycles just pushed it back. And then I think it wasn't on those rubbers in the back all the way, because it looked like it was sliding on the very far back hangers. So since I got that fixed, we shouldn't have that issue anymore. There's still a small exhaust leak that comes into the cab when I turn on the air, but I think that's gonna be on the manifolds. I'm gonna have to look into that later. Don't wanna do that right now. Well, boys, sadly, let's just say the cruise was canceled because of the rain. So I'm gonna end the video here. I gotta get ready for the week, so I guess this works out. Gets me a little bit more ahead than what I was planning for. I was probably gonna be behind later, but it's fine. Drop a comment down below, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you guys in the next one.